In A International, where people and anthropomorphic animals coexist, a gang of croak animals, along with Mr. Wolf, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Snake, Mr. Shark, and Ms. Tarantula, are infamous for their brazen thefts whilst eluding the authorities. However, after being insulted by means of Governor Diane Foxington on air, the gang tried to thieve a humanitarian award from guinea pig philanthropist Rupert Marmalade. Regrettably, Wolf inadvertently facilitates an antique woman he supposed to pickpocket and is praised for the good deed. Wolf reveals himself tormented by his wrongdoings and Marmalade's speech about goodness, an act which forces him to show himself and the group at the same time as trying to break out, leading to their arrest. Even as being led away, Wolf convinces Marmalade to alternatively try and reform them, completely making plans to take advantage of the pretense to humiliate Marmalade by way of stealing his award. Marmalade invitations Wolf and the crowd to his domestic, but his instructions prove a frustrating warfare with them reputedly unable to adapt to the idea of exact behavior. Ultimately, Marmalade's idea of getting them pass on a rescue undertaking to store laboratory guinea pigs proves a fiasco. Foxington comes to a decision to call off the experiment and have the gang jailed, however relents when Wolf confesses that he despairs of being hated for his species. Foxington admits that she is familiar with and confesses that she is hoping for him. At that, Wolf contemplates the matter and reveals himself rescuing a cat from a tree, which Marmalade information and releases as a viral video. The ensuing exposure turns the general public image of the men around, at the same time as the cynical Snake suspects he's dropping contact along with his buddy. Whilst a grand gala is deliberate in celebration, the crowd executes a brand new heist. However, while the heist is nearly whole, Wolf cannot carry himself to complete the plan and betray the newfound agree with he earned. Sadly, at that second, the lighting exit and an extraordinary meteor is stolen with the gang framed for it. Furthermore, when the group is in custody, Marmalade comes to them in personal and tauntingly famous that he stole the meteorite together with his manipulation of the crowd to have them take the blame. The embittered gang is taken to prison, but an infamous rival criminal, the Crimson Paw, rescues them, revealing herself to be Foxington, a reformed former crook herself. Upon attaining protection, the gang abandons Wolf for betraying them but are aghast once they return to their hideout and locate it absolutely emptied of their loot because Wolf revealed its vicinity to Foxington as reimbursement for his crimes. The crowd is despondent sufficient for Snake to give his closing possession to Shark, a popsicle, denying that it represented any change of heart before abandoning them himself. In the meantime, Wolf and Foxington recognize Marmalade's conspiration and smash into his domestic to take the meteorite, best to be captured with the aid of Marmalade and Snake. Marmalade brags how he intends to use the meteor's energy to govern and military of guinea pigs to rob the town and tries to kill the intruders. However, they're rescued by the remainder of the crowd who are redeemed. Together, Foxington and the crowd take the meteorite and try to forestall Marmalade's plan. Inside the resulting conflict, the group manages to prevent the robberies, however comes to a decision that they have to help Snake in spite of his betrayal. For the duration of that try, Marmalade turns on Snake and the crowd dangers their lives to keep him. After rescuing Snake, the gang foils Marmalade's plan and recovers the meteorite. Marmalade seems to take credit and implicates the awful men. But, the meteor is revealed to be a disguised lamp and Snake, who was redeemed all this time, pulls off the masterstroke of his secret undercover operation to help his friends and ruin the real meteorite. In the long run, Marmalade is unsuitable for being the Red Paw and is arrested at the same time as the crowd surrenders themselves to the authorities. After a lenient sentence of a year in jail in light in their exact behavior, the group is launched and is picked up by way of Foxington to begin their crime-fighting careers. Thank you for listening the story. Please like and subscribe.